World champion in 91 in this event.
I think he's probably only going to go as fast as he needs to win.
Came out pretty well. Watch him run the bend. Time's outside of him and Stevens. Stevens going 5. It's his little trademark, isn't it, after the heats? Kneels down, puts his hands near his eyes and across the bridge of his nose, gets his breath back and walks away.
I really don't think there's going to be anyone that's going to touch him here. He could end up with 2 medals, he could end up with 4 gold medals if he runs both the relays as well. And the excellent form he's showing, I don't think it's going to be out of the question.
There's the result. Cadell, the New Zealander, was injured. And Johnson's time, 20.35. And Steve Brimacombe.
This is probably the biggest race of Steve's career. Having said that about Melinda Gainsford before, you can certainly be sure that Steve's probably thinking along the same lines.
Take a deep breath, son, and give it your best shot.
Well, I think we can be sure he's going to do that, Bruce. Was a stall gift winner.
Good start, Brimacombe, away well. Fredericks got out pretty well for him. Regis running hard in 2. Brimacombe's on a very good first 100. Put himself in a position to qualify. Fredericks comes through, Da Silva running strongly. And Regis, Brimacombe's going to make the semi-finals. Fredericks switches off. Da Silva, Regis, Brimacombe, 20-26. Great run, Steve.
A really good indication of how well Steve is going is the fact that he's come in over the line with John Regis. And as Bruce said in the lead-up, Regis was the silver medalist from the World Championships in 1993. Here we go again. He got a great start. It's been a great job for him to go through to the semi-finals. This is only his 2nd ever Australian team. So he's looking great for next year's Atlanta Olympics if he can keep that kind of running up.
That's why I'm taking it step by step. I came here, today I really want to make semis. That's all I've been focused on. Now I'm in the semis, I've got nothing to lose. Let's have a red up go.
And here's the result. Fredericks, who grabbed his leg after the finish there, winning, and Brimacombe qualifying.
And that's a great time for Steve too. That's his 2nd fastest ever. 20:51 is his lifetime best, so 20:52 is really getting up there.
And this man would be favourite on pedigree, Robson da Silva. 4th in the Olympic final, Damien Marsh.
And I was speaking to Damien actually between these rounds, and he had a great attitude. He was very calm and obviously felt that he still had quite a bit of work to do and still had a job to complete.
Lucky lane 5, because that's where Brimacombe came from. First 4 to go through. Came out well, Marsh. So did Da Silva. Bolden away fast. 2-4. Moen going strongly in 8. Marsh has run a very good first 100. Moen up on everybody. Da Silva and Marsh to come at him. Damien's going strongly with Da Silva and then Moen. First 4 to get through. Marsh gets 3rd. Bolden pulled up short. Da Silva, Moen, Marsh the first 3, 20.33. Bolden injured just before the finish.
And he looks like he's grabbing his hamstring perhaps. It's one of the dangers when you're doubling up and running so well. He pulls up about 20 metres to go. There he is. But Da Silva comes through with Moen in 2nd and Marsh in 3rd.
Happy with that one because it's like the field there is like the semi-final could be tomorrow. So it's good to get a good hard hit out today. Go home and rest up.
And the qualifiers from the 200 metres, Fredericks and Johnson are going to be amongst the favourites, obviously. Johnson, the standout, and the tremendous news for Australia. Both Damien Marsh and Steve Brimacombe have made it through to the semi-finals. Going for the big double, the 4 and then the 2. Damien Marsh, second from right. Clean start now. Moen beat Johnson out, so did Da Silva. Marsh reasonably away, giving them a big start. Johnson going for it, Regis leads. Johnson comes through. Marsh fifth into the straight. Johnson clear of Da Silva. Marsh finishing well. Johnson comfortably. Marsh could qualify. No, I don't know. It's as close as games, but he might have. Regis or Marsh, they've headed together for fourth. And the time is the fastest in the world this year. 20.01.
Oh, it's going to be so close for Damien Marsh, and he held on so well then. It'll be between him and Regis in lane 7, and I'm sure it's going to come down to a photo. Johnson did start badly. You can see Da Silva came up on his inside so quickly. And Moen has run a great bend as well. Damien's held on so well here.
Taken ground off Regis, in fact. You can see that he's a stride behind him and coming at him. Moen there. Regis certainly clear of Marsh here. And looks like he's made it, Regis.
I was happy with the run though. I worked on a few things I did wrong yesterday and I did that today, so finished 5th just like that. Couldn't ask for better.
So Steve Brimacombe on the left of screen, Frank Fredericks 3 from the left, and Da Silva in lane number 5. Brimacombe out okay, Fredericks out fast, better than Da Silva. Garcia and Williams away well. Brimacombe's on a good bend. Fredericks has got him on the... He'll challenge Johnson now in the final.
Oh well, I had a good shot at it. No, I'm still fairly pleased with that. Pleased with that.
Championship from Fredericks in 3. Here's the favourite. Can he do what many people think's impossible? Win the 4 and the 2 in the 1 championships. Fredericks inside him. Robson da Silva outside him. He turned them inside out from 150 to 70. David Miller, who's seen all the best, reckons that this man's with Jesse Owens and Carl Lewis as the greatest 3 sprinters of the 20th century.
And I'm sure looking for his last piece of energy here, Bruce, after running his 8 races, to get around for that much-deserved victory lap.
What a double. 443.39. 200, there's Geir Moen, the European champion. What a double. 443.39. 200, 19.79. They thought it couldn't be done. And the big story here now is, will the International Olympic Committee change the program in Atlanta to give him a chance of doing what he's done here? He got a slow start.
He did. Johnson really popped up out of his blocks instead of driving forward. And I think that, as Bruce said previously, did cost him the world record. He's probably lost a 1/10 of a second there. For Robson da Silva to come off with him at the bend really showed that he didn't run a good bend. But his 400 strength has come through at the end, and he's really outclassed a classy field.
Fredericks for Da Silva, going early for the line, and Williams a surprising bronze medalist. Well, he's lived up to everything that he promised.
It's about the only time I think we've seen him pushed. And he's really pushing himself all the way through to the line. But he has the most fantastic forward momentum. He doesn't waste any energy with sideward movement of his arms. Everything heads towards that finish line. Having a peek at the clock, realises he's won and just missed that world record.
Yet again. 19.79 over Fredericks and Williams in the final of the 200.